Hello and welcome to another episode of Candid Talks with Bharat V. This is Bharat Vatsa, your host of the show, and in today's episode, we will be talking to Kiran Mortha, who is not only a psychologist, a writer, a leadership coach, but also the first woman rider to do K2K in very first ride, and second Indian woman rider to do solo ride to Khardungla in Ladakh. Truly a multi talented personality and a fearless rider. Why fearless? Keep listening and you will get to know why when we speak to her. So let's welcome Kiran Mortha.
Hi, this is Kiran Mortha. I'm the first woman in India to have done a K2K on her very first ride. First woman from both the Telugu states, Andhra and Telangana, to have done a K2K. Second woman in India to have rode solo to Khardungla Pass. I'm a psychologist and a writer और आप मुझे सुन रहे हैं on Candid Talks with Bharat V.
Hi, Kiran. Welcome to Candid Talks with Bharat V. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Bharat, for this opportunity.
My pleasure. So, Kiran, can you please tell our listeners something about yourself, who you are and where you belong to?
Okay, so my name is Kiran Mortha. I am from Hyderabad, born and raised in a place called Ramagundam. I'm not really sure if many of you know about it, but you can just call me a Telugu girl from Hyderabad.
Okay.
And I'm a psychologist by profession.
Mhm.
And I'm also a gold medalist if it matters. So my subject is organizational psychology.
Okay.
And I have an expertise in neurosciences. That is my primary area of work, and that's also something that I love to read more, learn more. It's learning every day. So apart
Amazing.
from this, the other things about my life is I love to read. I'm a voracious reader, and if you can just see, that's only one of my racks full of books.
Okay.
So I read a lot. Reading is one of my greatest pleasures. Apart from that, it's music. I love to
Okay.
sing and play guitar. And
Awesome. Oh, you play guitar as well?
yeah, I do, but please do not ask me to. I'm really
No.
I'm very shy to perform in front of people. So,
No problem.
and apart from that, many people know me as a biker.
Yeah.
So I learned when I was 16 years old, but then, in India, you have to be at least 18. So parking lot driving was all I did when I was 16.
Okay.
So I learned on a bike called EST. I'm not sure how many people know about it.
So hold that thought, Kiran. Probably the biking part. I'll come to that after some time. Yeah, because that is something which we would want to hear, much more in details. So let me ask you, how are you coping up with this, COVID-19 lockdown situation? Right now I'm sure you must be locked down in your home.
Yes, today is incidentally my 91st day. I have a chart here which tells me how many days have been. So today is day number 91 for me. So I started a little early because I'm also I'm closely associated with some people who work with the WHO. So we've been sharing literature and about how things go on and everything. So I went into self quarantine a little earlier. So my day is day number 91 right now. And quarantine has not affected me greatly. Yes, I do not get to interact. I don't have sessions anymore. I'm not doing sessions anymore where I train. So I'm a trainer by profession. I train the top tier leadership in most of the MNC. I have clients like HSBC, GE, DSM, and all. So I train the top tier on the latest trends of leadership and everything. These trainings are not happening anymore. But my individual trainings, wherein I train people with hypertension, those are happening online, but still they are not as effective. And this is not happening, but the rest of it, as much as we can, we're trying to cover up in the online sessions, Zoom calls and all that we're doing right now. This is like, this is a makeshift. It's like, कि हमें घर पे रहते थे, आजकल tent में रहना पड़ता, but that is okay for us because I always realize my privilege. We are on the privileged side. So I have nothing to complain about, and also in my personal life, I am a little private. I'm a little what do you say? Reserved.
Reserve.
I'm a little composed. I take a lot of time away for myself.
Okay.
And so lockdown has not majorly affected me, but yeah, one good thing is like, I've got to know about my neighbors around a lot.
Okay.
So we are in a constant pehle itna pata nahi tha. We didn't know each other as much,
Yeah.
but now I know my neighbors more, and we are in like, frequent communication and sharing stuff and everything.
Yeah.
So, I never forget the privilege that we are in. So I have actually nothing to complain about. No
Understood.
mental health issues. And then we have regular supplies. Supplies ka koi issue nahi hai. So
Mm-hmm.
I actually have nothing to complain about. And I also see people who are actually struggling.
Okay.
And being a mental health professional, I am currently working on a contract basis with the Telangana government, where I'm on the advisory basis for their distress and crisis management cell.
Okay.
So that's where it is right now.
That's nice. But I think this is, in a way, this lockdown situation has been good for, I think, not all, but at least I'll say many of us. Like you said, as we are on a privileged side, so I do understand. Unfortunately, not for, the lower income class people,
Yeah,
especially the
yeah.
laborers that we have been seeing. And I think it is teaching us a lot, and I think it was required, that earth is kind of coming back to us, the kind of mess the humankind has created around. So now
Absolutely.
yeah,
It's
so,
time for us to get a lesson.
absolutely. So you are a psychologist by profession, Kiran. So why did you decide to be one? I mean, were there any specific circumstances that you made, choose to be a psychologist? You could have become anything else as well, right? I mean, but why a psychologist?
As we grow up, we have a lot of dreams, right? I wanted to join the army. I wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah.
And then as I studied more, I was a very good student. I was A+ student.
Wow.
So
Okay.
as I studied more and more and more, it all depended on the teachers that you have at that time. Okay, I'm a
Okay.
Kendriya Vidyalaya student, so we.
Wow. Oh, same here. Even I'm a KVN.
See, now
Awesome.
you get it. Okay?
Absolutely.
So I'm a
See, I always praise, the kind of teaching that we get in KV is unlikely, the younger generation nowadays, they just say, Papa, you were into, you studied from KV, how backward that would have been. मैंने कहा नहीं बच्चे, KV, that was one of the best schools that I studied at that point of time.
Absolutely.
And I did my entire schooling from Shillong, by the way. So I studied in KV
Oh.
Upper Shillong.
Awesome. Shillong's so beautiful.
Absolutely. That's the amazing part of the India.
Yeah. So now you get it, right? So I'm from KV. We understood the nuances of social differences, everything. And it was such a great thing that, we always lived in so much of peace. We had so much diversity. We understood stuff. And I also think we had very good teachers. So my
Right.
final year teacher, when I was in class 12, one of my teachers she was a PhD in genetics.
Okay.
So I actually wanted to do genetics. I wanted to go ahead and do genetics, but as my parents did not agree, so the next best option I wanted to take up was psychology, which my parents still did not agree.
Okay.
But this was a course that was available in a college that my parents wanted me to join. So, actually scene kuch aur hi tha, like wherein my parents wanted me to join another wing. I said, okay. And then I went in and I filled up a form for psychology.
Okay.
And my parents only came to know during the counseling.
Oh.
So they were like, no, we don't agree. We wanted her to do some other course. And then I was sitting there. I said, if you want me to study, this is what I'll study, or else I don't study.
So basically you were kind of a rebel, when it came in terms of the education.
Yeah, I've been like, I always went by my thought,
right.
Whatever I picked up. And then rebellions just happened, okay? It was like a byproduct.
Understand.
अगर मुझे ये करना है तो इसकी वजह से rebellion हो रहा है तो ठीक है कर लेंगे. Rebel करना was not the main idea.
I understand. I can actually, correlate to that because I have been, in a similar situation and, myself because
Mm.
मैं भी वही करता हूँ जो मेरे दिल पे आता है. So, I always do whatever I want to do. दुनिया बोलती है बोलते रहने दो because मुझे तो वही करना है जो मुझे करना है. Tomorrow at least you should not have this feelings that काश मैं वो कर लेता. I had time, I could have done it, but I did not do it.
Yeah, regrets
So
are
that is
absolutely
something
useless.
absolutely. तो मुझे वो थ्री इडियट्स का वो जो सीन है जिसमें वो इंजीनियरिंग करते हैं और वो आमिर खान वो बोलता है कि दैट यू शुड ऑलवेज डू व्हाट यू लाइक. यू शुड क्रिएट योर पैशन एज अ प्रोफेशन इनटू प्रोफेशन. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि भाई लोग बोल रहे हैं ठीक है आप इंजीनियरिंग करो, डॉक्टर बनो, लॉयर बन जाओ, मतलब दुनिया जहां जा रही है आप भी वहीं चले जाओ. सो इट शुड नॉट हैपन लाइक दैट अनलेस इट इज ऑफ योर इंटरेस्ट.
Yeah, but how can somebody else's desire be your ambition?
Absolutely. I can really get that. Correct.
आपकी खुद की जिंदगी है.
Absolutely. So you are staying there in Hyderabad. Who all are there in your house? I mean, you're still staying with the parents, or you're staying separately now?
I've been in Hyderabad for 10 years now. So I started working. I've started working in Hyderabad, and it's been 10 years now, and I stay alone. Okay. I've been alone. I've been staying alone for like last 10 years, and I don't have roommates. So I like to live in silence. So I can't have roommates. So I have one roommate, which is my dog, which is currently under the table. I cannot show you.
Okay.
He's always around me. So my roommate, I live alone, and I have a dog with me, and that's that. That's a huge family that we have, and a lot of books. That's it.
Queen of your own house. That's nice. Okay, so Kiran, you said you also do leadership training. You have been a leadership coach as well. So can you tell our listeners, what exactly is this leadership coaching about? How it can benefit the potential to be leaders? How it can help them?
Potential leaders you're talking about, or people who want to pick it up as a profession, or?
No, potential leaders. I mean, how can it help them? So what is this leadership coaching all about?
Okay, okay. So people know very little about psychology as a science, okay? So basically first you have to understand what is psychology. There are two wings of medicine or mental science that we have. One is psychology, second is psychiatry. Psychiatry is something that doctors do. I mean, after MBBS, psychiatrists are people who give you medicines and everything, wherein the case is different. So when we look at mental disorders, we call something as psychosis, जो एक normal या नहीं तो बहुत ही layman term में अगर हम किसी बोलेंगे तो बोलते हैं ना कि बंदा पागल हो गया है, चीजें तोड़ता है, चिल्लाता है. When a person is totally out of control, then we try to put that person in an asylum or something, and then we use medication and different methods to control that person. So psychiatry majorly goes towards that. But a psychologist is a person who will help you with your mental issues. So there are many mental issues. Thankfully, to the current generation, we have come to know more about them. Then we have depression, anxiety, and all these things. Right?
Actually, that was one of the questions I wanted to check. I mean, can depression also be considered in this category? I mean, it can be...
psychology. The initial levels of psychology wherein you have therapy and you can go through certain programs, like we have cognitive behavior therapy. Too much of science, मैं आपको simple करके बताने की कोशिश करूँगी. So there are issues majorly that we try to deal with. When these things cannot be controlled by a psychologist or the minor medication that we give, and the person loses balance, that's when we say the person is under psychosis and they would need a psychiatric help. Basically, psychologist is somebody who deals with all the mental issues. Now, when it comes to me, okay, so when we do specializations in India, we have 3 major specializations. Actually, there are many, but majority में होते हैं. Number 1 is clinical psychology. These are the people who give you counseling, therapy, and everything, who set up clinics and all. These are people who work on your mental issues like depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, borderline personality disorder. So there's a long list. Second is social psychology, wherein these are the people who help you frame laws.
Okay.
And they will help you manage social disasters. क्योंकि social psychology जानना जरूरी होता है. Mob mentality क्या होता है. And these are the people who will help you organize. Political science का एक special wing is social psychology.
Okay.
And when it comes to me, I'm an organizational psychologist, so हमारा main focus है work areas, offices, industries, work areas, people, their behavior, their well-being, their mental well-being. How to, it is like, to tell you simply, how to keep people happy and productive in a work environment is organizational psychology. So
Wow.
that is my
I,
work area.
I never thought that psychology would be so vast. I mean, I always thought psychology is something to do with the the mental state and the counseling towards that. But I never thought it could have been so vast.
It's clinical psychology. So most of the people know about that. So because we do advanced studies and everything, I had to give you the whole pedigree chart.
Right.
But basically what it is, psychology is basically, बहुत लोग प्रॉब्लम ये है ना भरत कि आजकल हर कोई साइकोलॉजिस्ट है. साइकोलॉजी के बारे में पढ़ लिया तो वो साइकोलॉजिस्ट है. किसी के हाथ में कड़ा देख लिया, हाँ, किसी के हाथ में कड़ा देख लिया, बोलेगा ये पंजाबी बंदा है, मुझे कैसे पता मैं साइकोलॉजी. एंड देयर आर आल्सो अदर प्रॉब्लम्स दैट वी हैव. हर कोई काउंसलर है, हर कोई एक दूसरे को काउंसिल कर देता है. ये बहुत गलत बात है. ओके, नॉट एवरीबडी इज सपोज्ड टू बी अ काउंसलर. काउंसलिंग को पेरेंट्स जब टीनेजर्स को काउंसलिंग के लिए ले जाते हैं तो उनको सर्टिफाइड प्रोफेशनल के पास लेके जाना होता है. बट instead they take them to some uncle auntie. So there are certain posts that I've made. I keep writing a lot. So I know this case wherein parents of a teenage girl, when she was not doing really well and frequently crying, they took that girl to a friend they knew. क्योंकि ये बंदा बहुत फेंकता रहता है कि मैं काउंसलिंग करता हूँ. He is not a certified professional. They took the girl to the friend they knew and the guy sexually abused her.
Oh my God.
So then we get all this messed up cases to us. So जब लड़की ने बताया कि ऐसा हुआ है तो पेरेंट्स ने विश्वास नहीं किया लड़की का. And the mother slapped the girl in turn, saying वो हमारे कब से दोस्त हैं, तुम ऐसी वैसी बातें क्यों करती हो, and ऐसा टेंशन चाहिए तुमको, इंस्टाग्राम पे लाइक्स चाहिए. So these things, so that's why we keep saying psychology, a psychologist is a person who is certified, who's qualified. तो आप सर्टिफिकेट मांगो, आप राइट पर्सन के पास जाओ. मगर आजकल हर कोई साइकोलॉजिस्ट है. एक बुक पढ़ लेता है, साइकोलॉजिस्ट हो जाता है. यूट्यूब पे एक वीडियो पढ़ लेता है, साइकोलॉजिस्ट हो जाता है. संदीप महेश्वरी साइकोलॉजिस्ट है. सो हम क्या करें?
Okay, I understand what you're saying. So you said you write a lot of about these topics. So do you have any blog or something online where do you publish all these
Yes, I do write, Bharat, but I don't publicize it much because this is mostly because this is not my primary, as मैं बता रही थी ना. My primary is a trainer.
No, I understand, but then since you are expert about this, so I'm sure that definitely there'll be many people who would like to benefit out of all these things.
Yes, sure. And in fact, this is my retirement plan. This is a literature that I keep writing. I keep writing, and I write. These are 1 minute reads. कि आपको 1 minute लगेगा मेरा article पढ़ने में. That's it. And I write it in smaller sentences, very simple English. Try to take away all the complex, complicated psychological terms. निकाल के मैं, I try to write it. It's there in Medium. You can just search with my name, Kiran Mortha, and you will find a lot of these articles on Medium. I just write it and I just leave it there. Because, as I was telling you, this is my retirement plan. When I retire, I'm going to be only a writer and a musician. So that's my retirement plan, to sing songs and tell stories.
Okay, understand.
Hi, this is Kiran Mortha. I'm the first woman in India to have done a K2K on her very first ride. First woman from both the Telugu states, Andhra and Telangana, to have done a K2K. Second woman in India to have rode solo to Khardungla Pass. I'm a psychologist and a writer और आप मुझे सुन रहे हैं on Candid Talks with Bharat V.
So coming back to the original question, this leadership coaching, how do you think it can benefit the potential to-be leaders?
Okay, so here's the thing. Leadership जो है ना, it changes from time to time. जिस तरह से our grandparents have led things, we cannot lead the same way.
Right.
Okay, जिस तरह से हम अभी लीड कर रहे हैं, things will keep changing because people keep changing, and we always have to lead according to the situation. जैसे कि there are some leaders who have been the best of themselves before the COVID-19 situation,
Mm-hmm.
but once they came in, they did not know how to do crisis management.
Right.
Now, as a leader, you should understand what is disaster management. जैसे कि अगर कोई बड़ा ship है, if
Mm-hmm.
there's a huge ship, you know, it has many small boats in it,
Right.
which are called lifeboats, right?
Yeah.
So many people have only concentrated on, like, you know, having an IAM certificate or something like that. But these people were not trained on crisis management and distress management. And today, when it comes to handling their offices and the workforces across the globe, they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to
Right.
handle this. And that is the reason why you need to constantly be trained and coached. And, you know, there needs to be somebody who knocks your door and tells you that, hey, you're a leader, but this is how you have to go about it. This is how you have to manage your workforce. This is how you have to take care of it. So the best part about it is, Bharat, in the last 10 years, neuroscience has done amazing work. Like, you know, neuroscience was already there. It's been there for a very long time. But ever since 2005, से लेकर काफी advanced studies हुई हैं, and then we have understood our brain even more. We have understood what a prefrontal cortex is like, उसके functions कैसे हैं, हम खुद इसको कैसे, हम इसको, like, you know, how we can wire and rewire our own brain so that we can be more successful and more productive. So
Okay.
all this has added up to organizational psychology, and this is going to help leaders be better, handle situations better, understand things better, and solve the problems better. So it's all about solving problems and moving ahead, right? Being more productive, solving more problems. That's what organizational psychology or the leadership trainings are going to help you with.
Understand. Okay, so Kiran, you also have dealt with some health issues at a very young age, and I believe you are quite vocal about that as well. So so would you like to tell our listeners something about those challenges that you faced, how you came out of that, and then how you handle the what you call there must be some sort of socially also challenges you would have faced because of those issues. So if you can tell us something about that to our listeners.
Yes, definitely. So I'm a 90s kid, and though 90s is, like, you know, not very old, but still we have this social taboo around menstruation, and menstruation is something that we speak openly about. Okay,
Right.
menstruation is a hush affair. It is some kind of taboo, and if you are a menstruating female, I'm sorry, menstruating, because there are other genders too who menstruate.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you are a menstruating woman, you are impure for certain reasons. You're not supposed to enter temples. You're not supposed to touch pickles. So there are all these things. Thankfully, I have educated parents, so I didn't have so much of taboo. But still, I did not get the support that I was supposed to get. So we
Okay.
have 3 daughters. I'm the youngest, and when I had my first period, I was 12 years old. So, you know, in a household where there are 3 other women, I was supposed to know more about menstruation and everything.
Yeah.
Did not actually happen. My mother was not very supportive towards me, so I did not know how to handle my situation and everything. So when I had my first period, it started with terrible pain in my lower abdomen and then my lower back. And I will tell you how it actually was, okay, and why I thought I'm going to die that day. Because dysmenorrhea is something that very few people know, and I can write it and give it to you. I can challenge you right now that people don't even know the spelling of it. कि उसको spelling लिखने बोलेंगे ना तो इतने लोग उसको गलत लिखेंगे. इतना what you say, dysmenorrhea is something that so many people do not know.
Right.
Okay, there is no idea that, okay, there is some kind of thing called dysmenorrhea, but close to 50% of females experience dysmenorrhea at least once in their life. Half of the women experience that
Acha,
in a
okay.
very mild way.
Okay.
Half of them, they don't even know it is dysmenorrhea. Second thing is 10% people experience it heavily. I come among, like, you know, the top 1 or 2%, which is, like, you know, कि हमारे life में ये disability हो जाती है एक तरह की, like, you know, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. So what happens is, like, you know, on the day when you have period or just a day before when you have your period, So I'll have terrible pain. I cannot even sleep straight. मैं
Okay.
अपने पैर स्ट्रेच नहीं कर सकती हूँ. I'll be like, I'll be sleeping in a fetal position.
Mhm.
कि इतना दर्द होता है कि I can't even lie down straight. So it's in the lower abdomen. So you can imagine where your uterus and ovaries are, right? So
Yeah.
that is the area where you get the pain. And so, when you are in pain and you fear, you roll yourself, you lie down in a fetal position. That's what I am. And there is also, you will puke. You can't eat anything, you will puke everything. Second thing, you will have loose motions. Third thing, my body temperature fell down below normal.
Oh.
And
Okay.
then you will see muscle atrophy. यानी कि normally अगर आप देखेंगे तो I'm just looking like a normal girl, everything in place.
Yeah.
But then when I'm going through that pain, I can actually find my biceps hanging. ऐसे लटके हुए
अच्छा.
लगते हैं.
Okay.
So your body starts giving up on you. So I had terrible dysmenorrhea, wherein शुरू होता है आधे घंटे के अंदर मुझे you have to shift me to a hospital. And then first I'm given painkillers. Second thing is painkillers say it takes time for it to work. So I'm put on sedatives. They give me sleeping pills.
Okay.
So I wake up after 2 or 3 hours. If the pain is still there, I'm again put on sleeping pills because painkillers itni jaldi nahi de sakte. So I'm given glucose or saline. Where saline ke through hi mere sedatives hote the. So I'll be in the hospital for like 8 hours or something. So that was initial stage. When I was 12 years old, when I did not understand anything about menstruation, when I did not know anything about dysmenorrhea. So that was what happened the first time it happened to me.
So one quick question. Sorry to interrupt. So, what is the typical age when a female or a girl would actually go through all these things? It may not be dysmenorrhea, but is at age of 12, is it really early, or this is a normal age?
So puberty का जो age है, it is between 12 to 14 for women and 14 onwards for boys.
Right.
Right. So whatever your menstrual issues are, they begin with 12.
Okay.
So if a girl is going through menstrual issues, it starts at 12. She will come to you. In painful periods, India में normalize किया जाता है. Painful periods are not normal. You have to go visit a doctor for that. Okay.
Right.
Because my case was extremely painful, I had to go to the doctor. Then because my mother would not help me with it. She would be like, kuch nahi theek hai, iska theek hai, and all that stuff. For some reason, it was a taboo. It was a taboo to tell my relatives that I have this terrible health issue and everything. It was not an issue which could be handled. Okay, so pata nahi, it was for some reason they took it as a taboo. They wouldn't tell my relatives. They wouldn't tell anybody. It was not open for discussion and everything. So मैं भी खुद अपने दोस्तों को नहीं बताती. So until unless my friends were there at that moment, उनको पता नहीं था. फिर बाद में when I joined college, by that time I started reading more. My doctor and my nurse were really good. I should really thank them. They are like, as I said, they're my angels. So when my mom was not, because my mom was not letting them talk to me. So my doctor, she spoke to me when my mom was not there. She told me like, this is what it is and this is how it goes. So what I'll do is I'll put you through various tests. So अगर आज मैं इस पोजीशन में हूँ जहाँ पे मैं perfectly healthy feel करती हूँ और फिर मैं इस चीज को handle करती हूँ. So it comes from a lot of knowledge. I did a lot of reading, and it includes diet. Millions and many tests, ultrasound tests मैंने कराया है. मैंने I have looked at all the sides of it and finally understood what it is. Now I am a person who can ride 500 to 600 kilometers when I'm on my period. So this is perfectly something you can beat.
Amazing. Wow. Okay. That was quite an insight. Actually, even I was not aware of all these things, and I have a daughter.
Oh, good talking to her.
So I'm definitely definitely going to ask her to listen to this podcast. I think it will be helpful to her. Okay.
Cool. I'll be very happy if I'd be of any help.
Sure. So, Kiran, you also, have been, volunteering for many NGOs, for the social works, and you were also a part of an international movement called Human Library. I mean, this is something very interesting, which even I do not know, and I'm sure many of our listeners also will not know. Can you tell us what is this human book all about? I mean, if you can tell something about it.
Sure, I'll try to make it short. So Human Library is an international movement. It started in Copenhagen.
Okay.
So the person who started it, he said कि हम लोग काफी सारे books पढ़ते हैं ना. We read a lot of books, and many of these books are about stories of people who have done this, who have done that, the way people live their lives. There are biographies, there are autobiographies. So what if? तो ये सारे हैं books हैं जो हम पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है?
Right.
किसी और के बारे में we read books, and we have books which are about people. What if you get a chance to actually speak to the person?
Okay.
So wherein your book reading is actually a conversation with the person. Would you like that? So that is the idea of Human Library, wherein the book is a human himself or herself. Okay.
So basically, these are the authors of those books.
It's not authors of the book. It is actually somebody who has broken a stereotype, or somebody who has achieved something big in their life.
Okay.
Those people become your books, and you get a reading time for half an hour. So क्या होता है कि Human Library event होता है. So you actually have Human Library events which are organized, and there will be people. These are the people who have broken stereotypes or achieved something big in their lives or have done something interesting in their lives. So these people are called books, and we call them human books.
Okay.
So what happens is, in a Human Library event, there'll be an event, and then what happens is a person walks in, and there'll be a catalog. There'll be a person who is gay and has broken down the stereotype of transgender problems. Mm-hmm. There'll be a person who has scaled Mount Everest. There'll be a person who is a mother who has who has a beautiful story to tell you. So these are stories actually who have wonderful stories to tell you. So I am also a book, and I talk about all the issues being a female biker in India is my story. So my book is called One Woman, Two Wheels, and Top of the World.
Okay.
So if somebody is interested to know the story of a female biker in India and how did she do a solo from Hyderabad to Ladakh in her very first ride, in her very first solo, not very first ride, in her very first solo. So they can just come and talk to me and ask me questions about it.
So you took part in this event, in India, or you actually went out?
No, this event happens in Hyderabad. It happens in many cities of Hyderabad, and this is not that I have done it only once. I think I have done close to 15 to 20 sessions of it.
Okay, because I have not probably I may be unaware, but I don't think I have heard of this kind of an event in any other part of the country.
There are. The library happens in many cities of India. I have seen it in Goa. There's Bangalore. There's Pune. There's Mumbai.
Okay.
There are quite a few cities where Human Library events happen. You have to search for them because it's not very big. But then when events happen, I get to speak to close to 100 people a day.
Wow. Okay. So this brings us to the end of part 1 of this episode. पर बात का सिलसिला जारी रहेगा अगले एपिसोड में. We will continue our discussions with Kiran Mortha in our next episode of Candid Talks with Bharatvi, जिसमें हम जानेंगे उनके लाइफ के कुछ और एक्सपीरियंसेस और उनकी राइडर बनने की कहानी उनकी ज़ुबानी. Stay home, stay safe, and stay tuned for upcoming episode of Discussions with Kiran Mortha Part 2. दुआओं में याद रखना. जय हिंद.